This screencast will provide you with a tutorial on how to use Weebly.com to develop a social media news release working site. First, you want to go to Weebly.com. Very simple. www.weebly.com. If you do not already have an account, you will want to go ahead and sign up. If you have an account, you'll simply log in. So enter your information here or sign up. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And here I am in my Weebly.com account. You can see I have two sites. My own personal Weebly.com site, which is not developed or published yet. And then for the purposes of this demonstration, the social media news release, what I call sandbox site for Marist College. I'm going to load that up, and you can see we've got the basic tools in front of us. And very simple. I was able to put this site together in a little over 3 hours, starting from scratch, not having used Weebly.com before. So I think this is certainly a manageable project, and Weebly.com seems to be pretty user-friendly. I was able to develop this entire site just using the basic tools that you see here, and beginning with a design. So when you first start your website, you can choose the type of design you'd like, and you've got some different design options and themes. But once your site is up and running in terms of the design and the layout, then you can begin to add content. I was able to simply type in my news release site name. You can choose your own, and that will be the header that appears on all of your pages. And then I was able to upload an image of my choice, which I downloaded from the Marist website. And before I leave the header part of the page, notice here that you can have these links to your social media accounts, which would direct a journalist to your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn account. And you simply click on these and enter the appropriate web address for those social media sites. And then here you see we begin with some of our content. I was able to develop this welcome with the paragraph tool, which you simply drag, drop, and you can see you can click to edit this. Once you have your text in, you can then use this rich text toolbar to boldface, italicize, underline, change your colors, and even change the font size. You can get rid of all that with simply scrubbing the formatting using the remove formatting tool. If I wanted to, I could enter a link. Let's say I want to open this back to the Marist website, and let's say I want to open that in a new window. Save that, and now you have an active hyperlink. You can change the way your paragraph structure is formatted in terms of the justification. I'm going to stick with left-hand justified. You can undo, redo changes, and again, use any of these tools to change this design of the text within your box. Now I'm just going to publish this when you're done with changes. And you can see it indicates that you've made those changes. It's available at this particular website, but beware, they're going to try to sell you some additional capability by making this a .com, a .net, or a .org site. If you were to continue, you'll see there'll be some pricing available here, but to keep this free, you simply list it under the domain of Weebly.com, and this becomes your subdomain, and that's free. So you click on that to see how the site looks, and again, there's that active hyperlink. Click on that, it opens back to the Marist web page. So I'm going to go back into my site creation site, Let's get rid of that, and I want to get rid of that paragraph. So you simply click the X, confirm yes, I'd like to delete it. Now some other tools. You'll see you can use a paragraph with a picture, an image that you can upload. You can insert images only. This is useful if you just want to create a title text. For instance, drag and drop title text, and it will appear as a little text box. You can insert headers. With the paragraph with picture, you can put in content such as this that has a picture, which you can also link actively, and text. Video, you would have to upgrade for that, but there is a way you can insert YouTube videos, for instance. And let's say you wanted to change the column structure. I have a 2-column layout here. Let's say I want to add something above this. You can see the yellow bar that appears. That is where your tool will be inserted. So I'll let that go. You can see we have room now for more elements, and you can change the width of those elements like that. Let's say I wanted to add more columns. Drag and drop, and you could have different layouts. I'm going to get rid of this, and I want to drag multiple columns inside the current columns, and you can see now I could create a 3-column layout. So for instance, you could have a wide middle column with 2 narrow sidebars, and you could insert some of these additional tools in your sidebar and keep your main column for some of the content and main points that you want to create in your social media news release. So let me get rid of these, and again, just to demonstrate, you can drag and drop more. You can have a feed reader, so let's say you want to feed information from the Marist Public Affairs news site. That feed would provide the latest postings within that site. You can insert a custom HTML code. You can insert dividers. That simply appears a line. Forums, which I used at the bottom to create a feedback tool. You can do polling, contact forms, OK buttons, and again, here's some of the miscellaneous tools: forms, your layout, dividers and columns, multimedia. I've used the multimedia tools, for instance the photo gallery, to place this content under the heading photos, to let someone choose from a variety of photographs and then download them. This is a slideshow, and I can use this file tool, which I dragged here, to make available specific files. So I've used this for, let's say, a strategic plan, the graphics and style guide from Marist, which contains copies of our graphics. I can create a background fact sheet section and use that to upload backgrounders and fact sheets. Flash, Google Maps, and YouTube are also available. I used the YouTube tool, which I simply dragged into this content box and inserted the URL. You can see you click on any one of these YouTube videos at the top, and a box will open up, and you would simply insert the URL of the YouTube that you want to display, and you can change the size and the centering, left, right, or center. Okay, so what I've done then is, with the paragraph with picture tool, created some background about social media news releases, how they were developed initially, and I've written this in social media news release style in chunks of information, short paragraphs, sentences, and bullets. I've provided a little bit of history on how the new form of social media news releases differs from the old news release. Provided samples, and you can see I have multiple links to RealWire, and RealWire provides a demonstration video below. Ford Motor Company, a copy of one of their social media news releases from their online newsroom. So I've got a link you can click to go directly to the site. I click to Ford Motor Company, and these links all help with your search engine optimization. Mentions of major companies and active links will sometimes attract their attention, and they may link to your site or draw readers back to your site. You can see we have demonstrations. I've used an image with an active hyperlink to take viewers of the social media news release directly to the video site to watch a tutorial. And also I have links for PowerPoint shows by Shel Holtz, who's a leader in the communication technology industry and public relations. And then again, the feedback. So I have a variety of links, a news feed from the Marist College Public Affairs, backgrounders, fact sheets, documents, photos, videos, and a little background on an organization with a link to go directly to that organization. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these elements. You can see how easy that is. Now, let's go to the About Us page. You can have tabs. If you run out of room on your main page, you don't want it to be too long. If you want to put additional content for a journalist there, you could create extra pages. And I've done that here. And the way you do that would simply be by clicking on Pages and then adding a page which appears as New Page. You simply insert your new page's title and again go through the same process of selecting the layout and simply dragging and dropping the tools that you would like to add, paragraphs or pictures, videos, etc., into that page, and then you would simply publish all over again to save all of the new additions you've made to the site. Okay, now back to the About Marist. This is what we call the boilerplate information that never changes, that could be included in an article or a blog post. And again, quick access here to this boilerplate information with, again, multiple links to let the journalist drill deeper into the facts that he or she may want. Finally, a Contact Us page. Rather than take up room at the landing page of this news release with contact information, I chose to simply create an extra page. And back home, you can see this information is all available to the journalist with one click. So I think I'll wrap it up with simply publishing again. Going back to the site, and you can see this is what a reader would see online. Very interactive, simple in terms of design and layout, and easy to navigate back and forth from your social media news release site to other sources of information. I hope this helps. Feel free to give me a call or send me a message if you need additional help. Thanks.